go. Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes. You know I gotta come to the ring, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard, ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come you ain't came with me. So looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in print. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. But I done master discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Won't the
Yo, it's Classic with the Classic Codes, and we got another great live show for y'all today. We keeping it straightforward today on this beautiful Friday. We going into a reaction video. We got a question of the day. We have a Friday freestyle coming off of a content creator from TikTok, and then we also have our code language conversation per usual. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on notifications, because we dropping content 40 going north. That's just how it is with the Classic Codes, man. We're not gonna waste no time, because ain't no time to waste. Tomorrow ain't promised. All we got is today. So we're gonna get right into the live reaction video, and we're gonna go from there. Today we sliding over to 8 at the table. 8 at the table is actually having a conversation with regards to whether or not situationships are taking over traditional relationships. I haven't watched this at all, so it'll be fully authentic. Let's go.
Serious about someone, but we're talking.
So, does that mean that you're tied down to that person then?
No, it definitely doesn't mean you're tied down. It definitely means you guys are just texting, maybe nothing
Seeing
too serious, very surface.
Wait, time out. You can also have sexual relations. We're not going to sit here and play like.
Okay, I said not serious. I didn't say no fucking.
But that's serious. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're not going to sit here and think that fucking is not serious. It's definitely serious. But
it is.
Yes.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone. Everyone. Some people look at sex.
Like you might just have sex just
I'm
to have
surprised
sex.
Rico's the one saying this.
Yeah, you
Because every time I fuck, next thing I know, she tries to take dating into relationships, so it must be serious.
You see, I'm
Some
the
women
same
can't take
way.
it.
Like, I
That's
get
a good point.
nervous. I get nervous because guys like that, y'all talk too much. Like, oh, like I fucked her and now she wants to be in a relationship, and I'm like, damn. So I just keep my mouth shut.
Well, most women have that type of
I
energy.
play it off. I play it off until the boys like start punching the air after me. I'm like, okay, then maybe I like you too.
I love you too. Yeah, wow.
I don't know
That's toxic.
I be doing which one they call it? They have a name for it too.
Breadcrumbing.
Breadcrumbing.
That's what
I
I
do
do.
that. I would never tell a dude how I feel. I would just like be mean to them.
When you put your heart on your sleeve, you get taken advantage the most. And that's my biggest problem. I'm always like, okay, I want to go for this person. I want to be with this person. I want to see what the vibes are. And like, I'll put my all into it. And then the person's like, they're giving me half-ass energy and I don't like.
Hold on, baby. You can't find love in fear. You'll never find love in fear. If you're afraid of getting your little feelings hurt or getting your heart broken, if you truly want to find somebody who's gonna be like a lifelong companion to you, you can't go into the game of love or potentially talking, all that. You can't do none of that operating out of fear. If you operating out of fear, you wasting your time, you wasting their time, you playing yourself. Because operating out of fear is only gonna put you in a situation where you either miserable on your own because you plaguing your own mind, or you making shit miserable to deal with you because of your paranoia, your fear, all of the different negative emotions that come behind that. It's fallout, but behind operating in fear. Constantly thinking, oh, well, I don't want to give this much because my feelings could get hurt. I don't want to do this much because I'll be too vulnerable. And we understand that vulnerability, by definition, puts you in a state where you can be hurt. You know what I mean? Even if it's just emotional, but you'll never get to the top of the mountain unless you face your fears. You can't operate in that space and be scared. Like, I done had my feelings hurt by a female before. I done had my heart broken, all that shit. Like, I done it before, but my desire to end up in the ideal situation supersedes the fact that, oh, like, I had to go be alone for a minute and regroup. You know what I mean? Like, if you got to do that twice, if you got to do it 3 times in a lifetime, if you got to do it 4 times in a lifetime, going through it once let you know that you can handle it, right? So you'll never lock in with nobody being scared. It's just what it is. You're gonna half-ass give love, and then you expect wholehearted love in return, even though you half-ass giving it. It's not gonna work like that.
Like that. And then it just makes me fall back, and then I don't like them no more, and then I find the next one.
This sounds like dating is a game.
It is a game.
Unfortunately,
it is. Especially with breadcrumbing, I definitely saw that as a game because it's just like, all right, just sit back and kind of see how it goes. Even if you really like them, you kind of keep those emotions to yourself just to, you know, sit back and play it out, see how he feels and see what he's going to bring to the table. If he's going to bring out his emotions first.
Because I don't really express myself because, like, you know, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like breadcrumbing, you know. But then really I want to say, I love you. I love you.
Right.
And then it's like, I want to say I love you, but it's like,
I would say going somewhere, but, you know,
I would say that most women breadcrumb. I think that because we're so scared to show our emotions. So most of the time we, you know, you don't want to say much. So you want to throw a little breadcrumb. Hey, how you doing? Handsome.
Yeah.
And, you know, a little soft tone. And for me with the dating world, I'm not trying to give up the cookie. I'm trying to hold out. So I do a lot of breadcrumbing. I do a lot of send out texts and, you know, borderline, you know, a little titty pic here and there, but nothing deep.
Wait, what? Like I said, that's not breadcrumbing.
No, it's borderline.
That's low crumbing.
No, I have people that I entertain, but I'm not going too deep because I don't want it to be that deep. I want to build empathy with that person. So in the process of building empathy,
so you want them to look at your titties for empathy.
You get to see some titties, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's if we have a chemistry.
Yo, but you understand what narrative that you're creating when you do that?
I'm talking about somebody I have interest in. Someone that I'm building something with, not just a random dude here and there. Now, breadcrumbing, what I would do for me when it comes to breadcrumbing is throw out a little bit of good morning to a couple people here and there. How you doing? You're trying to see who fits you.
You're withholding saying your emotions, but instead sending titty pics. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say that I like you, but here's some titties because I still want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not yet. We're going to hold out.
What?
Yes, that's what most women do.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, let's ask our guest what he's doing.
Hey, listen, just pay attention, fellas. These women talking, just pay attention. That's all we can do, ladies. Like the ladies that get mad at men in the quote unquote manosphere or the red pill, like we listening to y'all. We listening to y'all, and then in real life we deal with y'all. So we deal with y'all and we listen to y'all, and then we come back and report what happened when we dealt with y'all, and we come back and report what was different about what y'all said from what y'all do, and then y'all will tell us, instead of taking accountability or instead of accepting a man's experiences or his assessment, you know, you push it back on him and say, oh, well, you just hate us all together or whatever the case may be. And that's gaslighting, it's inflammatory, it's a whole lot of things. But what it isn't is solution-based.
Classic.
Nothing about that is solution-based. You know what I mean? So you afraid to get played, so you become the player. Oh, okay. That's going to get you where you're trying to go.
Classic.
You know what I mean? And then you talking about breadcrumbs is crazy because, you know, a woman to be, you know, quick to be like, well, what are we doing? You know, what is this? You know, I like you a lot, whatever. We got to a certain point. What are we doing? But shit, when they asking you what are y'all doing? Do you still have remnants of all the crumbs that you've laid out to your other good morning texts and all that shit? You see what I'm saying? Like, at what point do it become a real lock-in? You know? I don't know, man. It like I say, when you listen to the women speak out in these platforms and stuff, sometimes as a man and you pay attention to them, if you just take them at their word, it becomes difficult to understand how to proceed with them.
Because he's a little quiet over here.
yes, today we have our guest.
Ola.
Olu.
100 Days of Summer. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you dating right now, Olu?
According to Rico, I'm dating.
Of course.
I didn't think that was dating, but yeah, and you said it was breadcrumbing, but no, I don't do that because it's no hope. So it's not breadcrumbing as if something's gonna happen. It's like everybody know what it is. So
you're actually right. You know what? If you're not leaving out false hope, that's not called breadcrumbing. I'm wrong on that. That is what's it called?
It's called cookie jarring.
Word.
So you're cookie jarring.
It's basically where you do what Rico does. You know what I'm saying? You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You leave a fallback option. You got some alternatives. So you might have somebody running point guard, and then you might have like a 6-woman coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So you just keep a couple options with cookie jar, which is cool. But I want to ask you, before we get into everything else, why are you cookie jarring? Does none of them fit the lead role?
Good question.
All right, so no, because I mean
He's just playing ball.
Yes, and it's not like they don't have like quality or good characteristics, none of that stuff. It's just that like I don't believe in monogamy, I don't believe in marriage.
Oh, you one of those?
Yeah, I don't I'm on that tight time. So
You just a hoe.
no, that's not a hoe.
That's not.
This is not a judgment zone for us.
So you don't want to settle down and have kids and have a wife one day? Like you don't see yourself doing that?
You don't want that at all?
Y'all don't either. Why y'all sound so surprised? Did y'all just listen to yourselves for the last 5 minutes? Y'all bros ain't trying to settle down and be nobody's wife either. Y'all on his case, y'all talking about doing the same shit. Y'all talking about how y'all not making yourselves truly emotionally available to the dudes. Like we listening, yo. We're listening. This is a live reaction video of some shit I've never seen before. We listening. You females just on this panel just got done talking about how y'all don't make yourselves all the way emotionally available, you know, and y'all do breadcrumbing and all this other shit to kind of feel him out and see this and see that, and you don't express how you feel until he do it first. And y'all playing games, and then y'all look at the man on the couch who listening to y'all talk about how y'all play all these games, and he got his hand back and he like, shit, man, listen, I ain't finna try to lock in with one of y'all and this how y'all think. That's essentially what and they like, really? Yeah, really. Like anybody else paying attention? Talk to me, chat. Fuck going on?
You ain't meet her yet, sir. You ain't meet her yet.
No, I met her. I'm okay though. I'm okay. I'm all right. That's just not what I want. You don't think so?
No, you haven't.
He met her. I'm trying to tell you.
I understand. It's cool. I'm all right. That's not what I want.
What if the best one, whoever on the roster of your cookie jar, right? What if the best cookie was like, yo, I'll be your main cookie and we can have all the other cookies together? Would you say okay to that?
Oh, see, that's a problem because we gotta have the cookies together. I want sovereignty in that sense. You know what I mean? That's because that's how I look at myself. I look at myself as a.
I don't agree with that.
I like Olu.
But I don't agree with what you said, Rico. Like, how you said, why is the best cookie? Like, just because the cookie is good doesn't mean you can have a good conversation. That's why he's not choosing. Something is missing. Clearly, something is missing beside the cookie. Like, if it
all right,
Danny. First of all, stop. You've had a couple cookies.
Okay, but
right?
like you saying, like
anybody should know cookie jarring. It's
but that's what I'm saying. He said, "Oh, what if it's a cookie, right? Oh, he want to share the cookie together." I'm like, you don't only take the cookie for it to want to like be in a relationship with somebody. That's what something is missing. This is why you don't.
Nah, the cookie is a person in general.
No, yeah, we're using the cookie to represent a person, not sex, not.
Yeah,
a person.
Yeah,
that's
total.
a cookie is like cookie.
That's a cookie too. That's a cookie.
So I understand what you're thinking, but that's not what we're saying.
No, not the cookie.
I'm thinking cookie. That's what it means.
No, I'm thinking cookie.
Yes.
So you pretty much like to have more than one woman. You prefer to have more than one woman.
Yeah.
He doesn't want commitment.
That's fine.
That's all it is.
I respect it. So these women know though. Are you the type of man that's playing around and letting everybody just?
No, I let everybody know up front.
So you're dipping in all these girls?
Duh.
By dipping, you mean sex? I mean, I'm dipping in a lot of them.
Oh, wow.
And see, this is my thing. I don't want to be responsible for nobody's emotions. That's
you one of those.
It can't be a relationship. What you mean one of those? No, nobody's responsible for mine.
That's you. Somebody.
I respect it.
Nobody hurt me.
I respect it.
That's just emotion. In my opinion, that's emotional intelligence. It's emotional independence. I think that's
He's
a
smart.
quality
Hey, listen, I'm gonna help him out. What's up, chat? Oh, I see the chat filing in. April 333. What's going on? Chat 333 in the building.
Classic.
I knew y'all would come. It just take a second. Jay Zilla in the building. Chat 333. Let's get all the way active, man. What's going on? Jay Zilla, what's up? He said video quality is top tier. Gratitude, brother. The chat paid for this new camera. You know what I'm saying? The chat paid for it. Thank you for the super chats and the cash out.
Classic.
For sure. Gratitude, bro. But in regards to this brother Olu right here, he's just adjusting to the market. You know what I mean? This man is adjusting to the market. The fact that these women here are sitting here shocked at the way he's expressing that he doesn't want to lock in. It's like he said he doesn't want to be responsible for a woman's emotions. These women here at the beginning of this segment just said that they don't want to be all the way emotionally available. So is he wrong for making an adjustment saying I don't want to be responsible for the emotions of women who may be emotionally unregulated, emotionally unintelligent, emotionally, you get what I'm saying? Previously emotionally abused, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He's saying, shit, I'm tapping out from that part. I'm gonna be all the way 100 with y'all, and I don't really necessarily care if anybody agrees with the reality of this, but we come here to tell the truth.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
So the reality is most of the time when you see men talking about going their own way, like men, he's not really describing going his own way. He's talking about playing the field. But a lot of times when you see men kind of check out from certain aspects of dealing with women, they're choosing peace. Like I don't have a number and I can't quantify it, but the amount of women who have been raised, bred, or even grown up with an example of a woman who actually understands, knows, and executes on how to be a man's peace, slim as hell. Especially if you're talking about here in the United States of America, race aside.
Classic.
It is slim. It is very slim. So when you start talking about prioritizing your peace as a man, you do have a very serious decision you have to make. Hey, shit, having a woman day to day, in most instances where I live, it's probably going to be a peace disruptor 2 to 3 days a week on the low side. If you're a person that's dead serious about your peace and you haven't been blessed to locate a woman that's cool and understands how to execute on being a man's peace, and you decide to tap out, bro, ain't nobody from the brotherhood gonna blame you for that, dog.
Classic.
Nobody from the brotherhood gonna blame you for that, bro. Especially not with the shift in the market. You know what I mean? Nobody gonna blame you for that. So I understand where he coming from, and the fact that he said that he's being honest and upfront. All them women making their own decisions that's dealing with them, and ain't nothing wrong with that. That's two grown folks doing what two grown folks want to do. I think the problem comes in if this man was saying he was being, disingenuous or somehow, misleading these women and doing it the old-fashioned way by way of like lies and manipulation. But if he doing it the upstanding way, hey, look, this what's going on. This how I operate. This how I rock. This who I am. This is what it is. And then those women be like, all right, cool. You know what? With this season of my life I'm in, or with this time frame that I'm in, I can get with that. I can smoke a bag of that. You know what I mean? I don't think dude doing nothing wrong. And all the interrogation is wild coming from the people it's coming from, how they just expressed that they afraid to lock in and be emotionally available to a man. So it's a lot here. Let's go.
So what if you just have your person? You could have a person. You don't have to be like white. You don't have to score a wifey, but you could have a person, right?
That's what he has. I can have my person as long as my person don't expect me to be responsible for her emotions.
He wants persons, people's.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just the truth. He's giving his version of the truth. I can respect it. I'd rather a man tell me this so I know where I stand at the door. What happened with most women when they get to with a man like this is that they think they could change his mind.
Absolutely.
So they have the movie in their head that is played out. I'm going to get him. She's telling her girlfriend, no matter what, I'm going to change his mind.
Right.
And her feelings wind up getting hurt.
Right.
A man like this to me is okay because he tells you at the door.
He tells you straight up.
And then y'all still tell me, no, you just ain't met the right one. So
that's true though. Both things are true. Both things are true. You could be completely in your transparency. Absolutely. I'm an advocate.
Classic.
I'd rather have a hard conversation to get into the right situation than to avoid the hard conversations and end up in a twisted situation for sure. But the crazy thing is, What did she just say? She said she could rock with that because he's telling the women up front or whatever the case may be. But what I was gonna, damn, let me go back a second. I had something I was gonna say to what she just said about him.
Just the truth. He's giving his
Yeah.
version of the truth. I can
100
respect it.
at
I'd rather
all
a man
times.
tell me this so I know where I stand at the door. What happened with most women when they get to with a man like this is that they think they could change his mind.
That's what it was. That's what it was. They think they could change his mind. That's actually true. If I'll use myself as an example just for the sake of the brotherhood, right? I'll use myself as an example. If I'm completely single, free in the world, no ties to nothing, I'm not situationship nothing. If I'm just completely free in the world, and you know, I'm willing to have conversations and see what's what, you know, about whatever it's gonna be with whoever, and then I come across something that I identify as rare, hard to find, and I might not get another one of these. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll probably call an audible on all that single shit. I'll probably call an audible. You know what? This looked like a really good seat to sit in. I'm finna chill. I don't think we're in a place as men where we could just be passing on rare ass women when we come across them. And that's if you actually come across a rare one. Your vetting process got to be A1, bro. So you know if she actually rare or if the representative just raw as hell. You know what I'm saying? But if you come across something rare and you passing on that today, you doing yourself a real big disservice unless you planning on moving out of the United States.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. April said some women will still ignore his truth and think they can change his mind and try to develop a relationship. Yeah, I feel like I agree. I think that if a man come in the door like this, what I'm on, and then you as the woman decide, all right, I'm gonna rock with that. But in your mind, you feel like you want to work towards more. If he not the one, if the one that said I'm not on anything past this point, if he don't change his tune and start working towards more, then the woman that's trying to work towards more inside of that is playing herself. But if he changed his tune and he like, shit, you know, I feel like this starting to get serious. How serious are you about it? If he bring the conversation, then she might have changed his mind. Some women can change a man's mind. I think the problem is when all women think they're capable of changing any man that they like's mind. That's where overconfidence or narcissism or being naive may come into the fold, right? Like, you know, if a man feeling you a little bit more than how he wanted to, it's gonna show. Yeah, I know what you meant, April. You said break her own heart. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a chick break up with me before and said I broke up with her. Now, how the fuck do that work?
Classic.
Yeah. Y'all been known to do that now. I ain't gonna pile on. You said it, but yeah, for sure.
They have the movie in their head that is played out. I'm gonna get him. She's telling her girlfriend, no matter what, I'm gonna change his mind.
Right.
And her feelings wind up getting hurt.
Right.
A man like this to me is okay because he tells you at the door.
He tells you straight up.
And then y'all still tell me, no, you just ain't met the right one. So,
but y'all don't realize.
Oh, that used to be me.
You got your feelings hurt, right?
No, I've done that plenty of times where a guy has told me like, yo, like, I just want to just fuck around, whatever, da-da-da. But we're spending so much quality time with each other. That shit's fucking me up. But like,
How can you not
how
love
do
me?
you expect me not to love you?
great
Or love
together.
me?
Yo, do y'all see y'all? First of all, I want to let y'all know y'all the same ones that was just saying sex ain't not a big deal.
It's not.
I just want to say, y'all said that.
I
I
never
didn't say
said
it.
Double talking, G. So much double talking. April said, I agree. Yeah. Souls of Thought in the building. Chat 333 pulling up in full effect.
Classic.
Coming off that 3-hour live stream yesterday. What up, Norris? Jay Zilla said, what's going to be, it's going to be. Indulge, reciprocate, and fall back a choice. I like that. It's very true. I kind of operate in that space too, because you would never have controls over another person. And people always reserve the right to change their mind, change how they feel. Circumstances change. A lot of things can change. And so that's very true, Jay Zilla. You just said something profound, in my opinion. You said what it's going to be, it's going to be. And that's kind of how I approach a lot of things in life. A long time ago, I accepted, like during my darkest days in my life, I accepted the things I don't have any control over. And so my main focus is always controlling my controllables, the shit I can do, how people perceive it, how people look at it, how people choose to view it, how people choose to handle you, how none of that shit is in your hands. And it never will be. That's why I never be my own defense attorney. If somebody watch my channel and be like, oh, I just feel like your content is misogynistic, think what you want. Just get the fuck on. You feel me? Like, you don't got to stick around and tell me that you got a messed up perception of me. Just move around.
Classic.
And do it expeditiously. Don't wait. Go now. Straight up. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely feel you on that, bro. Control your controllables. All you could do is what you could do, and then adjust to what's going on around you, because you have no control over that. You know what I mean? So, but in this love game, you're going to have to make yourself vulnerable. That's just how that shit go. You're going to have to open up them gates and let somebody in. And if they decide to rob the house, then shit, go back to the store and buy, file an insurance claim and go buy some new shit. You know what I mean? But you're going to have to open them gates and let somebody in. April said, all of it is a choice, Jay Zilla. Uncle Plug says it best. Choose wisely and act accordingly. Facts. Said 100. Oh, yeah, the classic chat getting active. Let's go.
Classic.
All right, let's see what else they got.
But he acts like he don't catch no feelings. That's why I'm confused.
Okay, but that's
having
actually
good
what
sex.
that makes me want to change your mind. It's the quality time that we're spending.
Together.
If we're spending quality time together, and you're kind of very set on not really wanting a serious relationship, what you doing with me then? What are we doing here?
He's fucking you, Amanda. His quality time is his dick and your vagina. That's his quality time. Your quality time is laying on his chest after he just dicked you down.
And he used to let me do all that. So what are we doing?
No. What are you doing? Because you're going off the script. He told you what you signed up for, and you want to draw up a new contract.
Rico, the sad part is we know this, we hear you, but
we're
our
still
feelings
our heart is
don't
gonna do
hear
what we
you. Our
wanna do,
feelings
yeah.
don't hear you. We think
And
we
then
can
it's
change
either
it.
like,
They don't hear me. First of all,
let me get this
they hear
straight.
Olu, not me.
Hey, I just got a fair question, and y'all tell me y'all truth. Is it fair to say women don't listen that well? Is that fair, or is it unfair? I'm asking a question. I'm not making an assumption. I'm not telling y'all that I think that's the case. I'm asking y'all what y'all think, chat. Is it fair to say women don't listen to men very well, or hear us very well? Is that fair or unfair? I'm cool with somebody disagreeing. I just want to hear y'all take on that. Fellas and ladies in the chat, let's go.
Okay, let me get this straight, right? So we're having sex, correct? That's what you're saying.
Right.
And we're spending 2, 3, 4 hours. I'm leaving the next morning, the next day. If we fucking, just fuck me and tell me to go home. Get me an Uber. Please get me an Uber. Don't let me stay there
Why
with
you
you.
want to watch Netflix with me and lay up in
that's
your
what-
bed and
that's
tell me I
what-
can sleep over?
And we're talking about like
Why are you-
personal shit. You know what I mean? Like, I
The
don't-
door, don't deal with him.
Okay, let's see. We got a response in the chat. Selective hearing, very fair. It goes both ways. April, I'm gonna push back a little bit. I don't think so. I don't think it goes both ways. I'm pushing back just a little. I don't want to debate. I don't want to argue, but I have to say I don't think it goes both ways. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I can go on YouTube right now in real time on this live and find 100 different panels of men giving women the exact recipe to deal with them and sustain a long-term relationship. The exact recipe. And the crazy part is, to cook for all of us, metaphorically speaking, it's the same recipe. Most men want the same recipe. You know what I mean? You got a couple dudes that want a few different ingredients, but for the most part, putting it together for us, not cooking literally, but metaphorically, it's the same. Like, the recipe is available to y'all. That's why I asked, is it fair to say that y'all just don't listen to us? The recipe available for y'all. Like we tell you, it's basic shit. Words of affirmation, a warm meal, knowing when and when not to speak, which is so difficult for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing when to cut it on and cut it off. And then what's the last piece? What? Some affection, some romance. You know what I mean? With some level of consistency and regularity. That's most men's recipe. The recipe is laid out. It's laid out. I think the problem is where women feel like, okay, if I decide to get in the kitchen for this man and cook with the recipe they gave, if he's not perfect for me, like if he makes a mistake, if he does something wrong, if he has a misstep somewhere, it's like, well, I did everything you said and you weren't perfect. Being perfect was never a part of the deal for anybody. Men don't expect their women to be perfect. But somewhere along the lines, our women started expecting men to be close to perfect, if not perfect. Just because you come to the table with the best version of yourself and he come with the best version of himself doesn't mean that you guys will achieve perfection ever. That's an optical illusion. That shit not real. But the recipe is available. Now, that's what I'm saying. But when women tell us what they want, we listen. I can't say that we don't, because we try to go become it. We try to go become it. Women say they want men that's taller. It's dudes online paying $200,000 to break their legs, add in a freaking plate, and reheal their legs and learn how to walk again so they could be 3, 4, 5 inches taller. This dude's paying $250,000 for that shit. Y'all said y'all wanted men to get more money. Let's look into some statistics. American men working 50 to 60 hours a week. They trying to get that money that y'all said y'all wanted them to have. I can't say men don't listen. What you think? I can't like you said I can agree, Classic. Yeah, I feel like when y'all tell us that y'all looking for something, we try to go become that. And I think a big issue is like they like holler at me when you done with the process. By the time a nigga get done chopping wood and carrying water, if you would have got with him when he told you, hey, I need to go out into the woods and chop some wood and carry some water. And eventually we're going to have a nice house and a garden and everything else. But right now I got to chop wood and carry water. If you would have went out there in them woods with him, you could benefit from what he going to build. But a lot of times they tell you, call me when you done. After we get done doing all of that work, we come back and look at you like you are unfit. We look at you like you're not worthy. Shit, you see all that what I had to do? You didn't rebound for none of them shots I put up. You did not rebound for none of them shots I put up. All that wood I chopped, you ain't collect none of the sawdust, none of the scraps. All that water I carried, you only wanted to show up to have a drink. So after we do all that work, you want to come in on the back end of the process and just bear the fruit. No, you don't get to eat off this tree. Because I told you to come fuck with me when I was planting this bitch. You gonna wait till it grow and then spin the block talking about, yeah, what are apples? No, ain't no more apples for you, baby.
Classic.
Yeah, them apples gone. Them apples gone. And then you show up on the back end of the process, get with the man and expect him to be completely loyal to you. And it's like, he don't even, man, look, we'll go off on a whole, let's go.
A lot of women get caught up in their head and think that when a man tell them this, a man tell them this, they could just change his mind. And we get caught up in our feelings. And now you're feeling funny because he's like, I'm not available next week. You're calling him, hey, I want to see you. And he's telling you, I'm busy. But you set yourself up because he told you at the door.
You break up with someone right before Christmas.
Damn.
So that's very tough.
Oh shit! Look who it is. Hey, Jay Zilla said these cats listen with their hearts. I don't know about their ears. You can see with those. I feel the Deacon back, man. Where you been,
Classic.
Deacon? What up, big dog? Chat 333 in full effect. What up? Deacon said, where the apples? Yeah, that shit crazy, boy. Shout out Deacon, man. Deacon been gone too long. We missed you, bro.
Before New Year's. Oh,
yeah, before holidays. It's
for the holidays.
It's clips because especially Christmas.
That's so lonely. That's such a lonely
time.
Yeah,
it's the most depressing time too. Like, when you're not with somebody during the holidays and you guys just broke up, like that shit's like.
When you're dealing with a breakup right before this happy holiday time.
As a man, if I got a roster, let's just say I got 5 females, that's 5 more gifts.
They gonna start dropping in December?
No, November, because I can't be with every one of you on Thanksgiving. And I hate explaining why I had to miss your Thanksgiving.
Certain guys don't want to buy gifts. You know what I'm saying? Certain guys got too many women. Certain, not even guys, all girls. Some people do it because they don't feel like you're ready to meet their family. Or some people do it be like, I don't want to go into the new year with you. It's a big holiday. You're going to meet the person's family, gifts. The new year is coming up. So there's a lot of pressure. So if you're not ready for that, let's just end it there. I don't think it's the most insensitive thing. It's kind of like, if I'm not dealing with you like that, I don't want to bring you to these holidays because you're gonna think way too much out of it when you just, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm
gonna be real. I don't want to go, hey, never mind. I'm finna say too much because I'm not real big on going to people's family houses for holidays anyway. I'd rather meet your family at something a little less intense. On my mama, when is just the random summer barbecue? Let me pull up to that first before you just throw me straight into Thanksgiving. That's I mean, I do it, but if you ask me my preference, it's otherwise for sure.
want you to think you're that important, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Like,
those are big
you
holidays.
can't be, listen, you're not that important. Your role is this. Let's keep it there. I'm going to go do this with my family and whomever I
The
pick.
main girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, to
The
be
main
honest, for
girl.
me, I don't think it's that serious. If you guys aren't really that into dating, you guys are probably just a couple of months. I don't think it's very necessary for you to break up right before Christmas just because you don't want them to meet their family.
No.
Listen, you link up. No, link up whenever y'all link up on y'all next date, on y'all next meeting, whenever y'all link each other.
We don't have
and
to
y'all
see
give-
each other on
Exactly.
December.
I do that. I do that. We don't
We
gotta
can
see each other.
on the
Yes,
27th.
I do that.
Exactly.
We
You
don't
get
gotta.
your
Y'all
gift
still
in.
want the gift on the 27th.
Yes,
so it doesn't
yes,
work that way.
yes,
we
we-
gotta break up with you in totality.
Oh my God.
I'm a double back on January 5th, and I'm leaving on February 5th because February 14th is right around the corner.
Oh, you dirty.
So just get back where in the springtime. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then when I'm back in the springtime, you already know.
And this is why I said, this is why I will continue to say that when you meet a man, you fall in two lanes. Either you are the girl that he's gonna fuck or the girl he's gonna turn to girlfriend. That's just how I look at y'all.
Nah,
how
because
y'all
some
do us.
girls that fuck you good enough turn to girlfriends, and it's not it's by accident for us, but on purpose.
See,
with y'all.
that's dirty. That's so dirty.
Me
That is
too.
extremely
Me too.
dirty.
Believe me, some people I did not want to cuff.
Yeah, and you know what else?
What y'all think, chat? Do y'all think situationships are replacing relationships? Is that a real thing? Are situationships replacing relationships? And why? What's the why behind it? Let's go.
Some of y'all, and
I agree.
look, this is gonna segue right into the next one because I think that's a phase of
What?
kitten fishing.
Yes.
You playing like something, but you're really not what you
But
playing like.
I feel like kitten fishing is basically pretending to be someone you're not when you're on a date, correct? It's not catfishing. Catfishing is like sending fake pictures, you're sending like fake information, whatever. It's not. Oh, you could see my. Sorry. Like I was saying.
All right, they going off on a tangent. I think we got what we need from eight at the table. But great question, Norris. Norris said, what is a relationship? Yeah, I mean, some people say you single until you married, but that's dangerous. You know, that's dangerous. So a relationship would probably be an agreed upon, like a verbal contract where, you know, two parties agree to be monogamous with each other and only deal with each other in a certain capacity. Anything outside of the scope of that agreement would have to be considered. If we talk about romantic relationships, I know you didn't put the word romantic, but I'm assuming that's what you mean. But it's normally a verbal contract. Most people do agree to be together and what that all consists of. But it's not government stamped or anything. He said a relationship is a connection, association, or a bond between two or more people, groups, or things. Yeah, that's a relationship in general. But a romantic relationship got a little bit different parameters, in my opinion, because there's an agreement with certain expected behaviors attached to it. When it comes to, like, I guess you could say it's kind of like that with friendships too. Like, you know, some friends, they feel like if you my friend, you obligated in certain ways to me. You know what I mean? So I think it's a bit more to it than just connection and association. There's a level of agreement, right? That goes along with actions. You see, Souls of Thought got that wrench. He wrenched up. Make sure any trolls come in here, get right up out the game. Jay Zilla said, to make it make sense, I see some women speak from the heart, then forget to see from the ears. Song, put that woman first. She should put her man first. If he's been proven certified, not take it away. I was with you all the way to the end, Jay Zilla, when you said if he's been proven and certified. You know, I would like to find one thing that men get without condition. I would just like to find one thing on the planet Earth that men can have to themselves without condition. Because even this brother right here just said, you know, she should put her man first if he's been, is always a if. There's always a motherfucking condition. And that's why I miss my dog so much. Shout out Sebastian. Rest in peace to my dog. I miss my dog so much because you don't get unconditional love from nowhere else as a man. That's just real. That shit conditional. You know what I mean? And if you are a human, a man who finds unconditional love from a female counterpart, bro, hey, listen, I'm not gonna come on here and lie to y'all. Cherish that shit with your life. Fuck what your homies talking about. Fuck what you think cool at the time. If you run into her at 22, nigga, it'll be in your best interest to sit down In the words of Jay Zilla, you don't want the karmic retribution of like finding a diamond in the rough and treating that shit like, you know, a freaking silver nickel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that. You probably want to chill. Bro.
Classic.
But that's just my opinion, and that shit don't make it facts. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But that's it on the reaction. Friends with benefits replacing relationships. I think that we kind of got to the bottom of it through listening to their rhetoric. In closing, it just seemed like a lot of people who have been hurt or manipulated or done the manipulating and hurting, and so they understand what people are capable of because they've been the evil one themselves. Whatever the case may be, just from listening to their rhetoric, it seems like situationships are replacing relationships because a lot of people are operating out of fear. And if y'all need to know the best way to deal with that, go check out my code language on fear. Make sure y'all tap into that code language playlist and tap into that fear video so y'all can see how to get over and around that. But yeah, man, let's move into the question of the day. Question of the day is in a long-term relationship, is space good or bad? Question of the day. In a long-term relationships, is space good or bad? Talk to me, chat. Everybody in here, we got a special promo going on the like button. No charge at all for likes. $0 today. Everybody make sure y'all tap that like button. I much appreciate y'all for sure, for sure. But in regards to this, I'll start off while the chat type out with their thoughts. But in long-term relationships, is space good or bad? April said, it's possible to receive unconditional love. Not all people are capable of giving it. April, I agree with you because you're a woman. I think women receive unconditional love all the time. But as a grown-ass man, color aside, no black man shit, no white man shit, Mexican man shit, most men in this world would not experience unconditional love from a woman outside their mama. And some niggas don't even get it from their mama. Hey, fellas in the chat, let me know if I'm saying something wrong. We just providing perspective. I ain't trying to prove you wrong or nothing, April. I'm just saying, like, I want to give you the male POV on it because, you know, you're a woman. You can't get that. Said space is good. I agree. Jay Zilla said good. I agree. My parents been together over 40 years, and my dad and my mom have always worked separate shifts. So my dad is leaving when my mom is coming and vice versa. And that's worked out for them for 40-something years because you know what it does? Yeah, distance makes the heart grow fonder. It gives them something to miss. It gives them a reason to long for each other and all of that. But also it gives them less time to get on each other's nerves. If you up underneath anybody for too long, y'all start being annoying to each other. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, too, you start forgetting how special the person is, how unique they are, all the good shit you loved about them and shit. You start looking at them for all the stuff. You know what I mean? You need some space. You need some space. I think that shit be happening with I could say that's happened in my lifetime. Most of the women I've dealt with in a serious capacity, they love and respect and cherish everything that I was when I'm gone. More. Not saying they didn't when I was there, but they respect that shit different when it's absent. They respect it different when it's absent. It's just like I'll give you a parallel off of me. When you got a family member or a relative that you been kind of tight with, but you done fell off and ain't called them in mad long and then they pass away. You feel me? And you feel crazy like, damn, because you always felt like, you know, our relationship's solid and I can call them when I want to call them. But now you can't call them no more. That absence hit different. The way you respect who they were in past tense be different for people. And if you have the ability to understand and appreciate somebody in real time, that's how you beat the game. And you don't end up, you know, being ungrateful or being inconsiderate or lacking empathy for somebody who you probably should be sustaining with. A lot of times people realize like, damn, I probably should have held on, or I should have probably stayed in that longer. It's normally when they feel the absence. Like, damn, I talked about you like you wasn't shit. But now that you gone, I can see and feel and recognize again that you were the shit. And it happens. It happens. But I think having a healthy amount of space while you already in that shit, it allow you to keep that real-time realization that you got some dope shit, that you got some special shit, that this person is the one you chose. You know what I mean? I definitely think, you know, a little reprieve go a long way. Deacon said, I don't think human nature allows unconditional love unless it's conducive for survival. At all? At all, Deacon? Because I would argue that most parents love their children unconditionally. Most parents love their children unconditionally. I think women are loved unconditionally by more than just their parents. But being a man, I think a lot of what you receive is based on what you can give, unfortunately. Also, if men could receive unconditional love, it would drastically reduce the motivation for men to innovate and produce. Quality of life would decrease. Interesting point of view, interesting perspective. I disagree though. I think if more men knew unconditional love was obtainable, it would drive them to be the best version of themselves. You got a lot of men out here, and we can look at the self-unaliving rates as a good metric, but you got a lot of men out here that feel helpless and hopeless. He said they love their children unconditionally for the survival of that child. Yeah, that's survival based for sure. But what about men who love women unconditionally? What about, brothers who love sisters unconditionally? Like, I do think that there's an element of unconditional love available to most people that are not a man. Like I said, but if you catch that diamond in the rough where that Bonnie and Clyde shit, the love I got for you, it don't got nothing to do with none of that shit. That shit is rare as hell. Most of the time when you hear females talk about taking men serious, it goes straight to amenities, it goes straight to superficiality, it goes straight to all of those things. It don't really go to, I'm looking for a human being that I fuck with the super long way. And we'll work the rest of that shit out. But I'm looking for the human being that I rock with to no end. That bread go up, I'm with them. For something happen, the bread go down, with them. Bread in the middle, with them. I gotta pick up the slack, with them. That shit, we don't even hear women talk like that no more. Facts, we don't even hear them talk like that no more. All these panels, all these hours of content, we don't even hear them talk like that no more. We quicker to find somebody telling you exactly why they'll leave than how they stand no matter what. It probably take me a long ass time to probably never even happen if I look for a video of a woman talking about how she ain't leaving her man regardless of nothing. It'll take me 30 seconds to find a woman talking about all the many reasons that she'll leave a nigga. So I feel you, Deacon, and I respect the alternate perspective, but I don't know if I'm all the way in alignment with you. April said, so am I understanding correctly, Deacon? If the man knows he's receiving unconditional love, his level of performance will decline. That's kind of where I got off the boat with it. Because I feel like if men more often received unconditional love, you'd have more motivated men. We got some wild statistics right now about the number of men that are sexless, the number of men that are, virgins, celibate by default. You know what I mean? All type of shit going on. So these dudes are motivated. And you Deacon, you see he says you see the devastation of unconditional love when you see single moms who love their sons until they're basically useless to society. That's why single mom raised sons are the least productive. I think you conflating a little bit though, Deacon. The devastation of unconditional love when single moms love their sons. That's not the devastation of unconditional love though. That you conflating that. I see what you're trying to do, but I would honestly say that the devastation is the lack of the father figure. The lack of the male presence is the devastating thing to the child. And yes, a side effect of the lack of male presence does mean they get too much female presence, which does in turn breed a Mitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? A soft ass, weak ass brand of man. So I'm with you on most of it, but I don't think the devastation comes from the unconditional love. It comes from absence. Soul's a thought. You have to be able to accept wrongdoings to love unconditional. Yeah, you ain't lying. And yeah, and she said, I agree. So Soul's a thought said, I tend to agree with Deacon. And then he said, two things could be true. I feel you. That's why we here, man. I'm glad we throwing all these perspectives around. We got different types of perspectives, but shit, I don't think that unconditional love is the cause of devastation to single mother children. I think it's the fact that the father isn't around that breeds the devastation. But I can't blame the father. We would need to know the context as to his absence, but that could be the problem. I don't think a mother like overly loving her child is the problem. Overly nurturing, probably. you know, raising him just to be soft as hell. He fall down. Oh, baby, are you okay? You got a boo-boo. He gonna be a bitch when he grow up, for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? But we getting somewhere, though. We getting somewhere. But back to the question, is long-term relationships, is space good or bad? I know a few people said good. Can y'all offer some elaboration? I'm inclined to think it's good too. I think that nobody wants to get sick of anybody, especially somebody they plan on dying with. You don't want to get sick of the person. So yeah, some space, but the issue is, can people take space and maintain discipline, right? You know, if you want to give your woman space and say yes to the girls trip and shit like that, but is she gonna go out there and be a statistic? Is she gonna go on the girls trip and get her cheeks clapped by some random stranger and come back home to you like nothing happened? Is that gonna happen? I think a lot of people don't want to give space for fear. A lot of people don't want to give the space for fear. I like traveling alone. It don't matter if I'm in a relationship or not. Every now and again, I like traveling alone. But if I'm dealing with a woman that's afraid or traumatized or dealing with some things, she may be uncomfortable with some shit that I've been doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think space is beneficial, but do y'all have trust? Do y'all have discipline? Are those things built into the relationship for y'all to even be able to offer each other space and stay comfortable? Jay Zilla said, celibate by default is real. Pricing out of the market, deepening the childhood scar is also canon. Yeah. I think some space is needed, but only as much as you can be trusted. See what I'm saying? I agree, but see what I'm saying? I'm inclined, unpopular opinion, and I know y'all gonna disagree with me. I don't even think trust is real. Trust ain't shit but an emotion. Trust is how you feel somebody doing when you can't see them. It's a feeling. It's just a feeling. There's no way to verify, validate whether or not you should be giving that shit out, having it at all, whatever the case may be. It's literally just an emotion. And I guess feeling like you know is enough to bring people ease. I like to lean in on ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. I don't even lean in on trust. If I'm dealing with a woman and we say that we're monogamous, I'm just going to stay befuddled. I'm not going through your phone. I don't want your passwords. I don't want your email. I'm not clocking you. I'm not trying to put I'm not putting your GPS location in my phone. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm not doing it. And I don't want it done to me. What the fuck is we, police? Just give me a low jack. Just strap a low jack around my ankle. It's probation. You know what I'm saying? You said you was rocking with me, right? All right, I believe you. That's it. I ain't gonna spend no time being concerned about your behavior when I can't see you. Why would I plague my mind like that? If the universe, if God, however y'all spiritually set up, if I'm supposed to know something being done wrong to me, it'll come to me. If I ain't supposed to know, then shit, my ignorance is bliss. I think people spend too much time even worried about whether or not fidelity is a thing. You just futile energy. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. Any word that has multiple meanings are not true. Trust could be money or a feeling. I like that. He breaking down that's a code language right there. Trust. It could be money or a feeling. That's true by definition. It's a fact. Deacon Chris, I think trust is the closest thing we can have to faith in a human being. I also think that safeguards and relationships are necessary. It keeps your investment in that relationship safe. Yeah. I think trust is faith-based all day long. So I'm with you 100%. Trust is definitely faith-based because it's just a feeling and you can't necessarily prove it. And then he said, also, I think safeguards. What's a good example of a safeguard, Deacon? And shout out to the chat, man. Y'all hella active, man. I much appreciate it. It's a beautiful Friday, man. Shout out to my chat.
Classic.
All the social media everywhere. The best chat 333. Souls of Thought said faith is things you can't see, and trust is believing what somebody doing when you can't see them. Believing what they doing, believing what they saying, believing that they'll protect your secrets, all that shit. You know what I mean? It's a faith-based emotion. Passwords to the phone is one safeguard. Nah. If I need your password, I don't need you. If I need your password, I don't need you. Straight like that. Straight like
Classic.
that. If I need access to the email, don't need you. I don't need you. You bad for me. My mind already in the wrong spot. If I need to be able to just go on your phone when I feel like it, my mind is already, it's something about you already telling me something crazy. Off rip. It's something about you already telling me something crazy. If I need to just be, I may not ever do it, but just the fact that I need to feel like I'm able to just go through her phone for off nothing. I don't even need to be there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm cool. Cause look. Ain't no coming back from violating me like that. Yeah, ain't no coming back from violating me like that. I go get in the shower, leave my phone face up, sitting somewhere, and then I get out the shower and I return to find you scrolling through my motherfucking phone. And let's say the woman finds absolutely nothing. She can still get her shit. It's over with. It's not the life I want to live.
Classic.
It's your shit. Straight like that. Deacon said, if you don't need a password to the phone, then you don't need access to the balance of your checking account. Of course, you trust the bank with your money, but it keeps the relationship transparent. No. No, I ain't with you, Deke. I respect the perspective, though. I'm with you. I hear what you're saying, and I understand where you're coming from. I just ain't with it. Two totally different things. Needing a password to my bank account to see my money and to keep up with my money, and needing a password to my woman's phone to monitor her behavior. Two totally different worlds. Speak to this, chat. He said, if you don't need a password to the phone, then you don't need access to the balance of your checking account. Shit. Y'all, hey, chat, is that a conflation? I don't know, Deke. You came back with the thunder, though, for sure. He back in the chat for sure. He gonna push the envelope. He said, Deacon, you married? Bro need context.
Classic.
We gonna get to the bottom of this shit.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Deacon said, so she can have access to your body, which is the most sacred thing you own, but not your phone. You exactly fucking right. You exactly right. She can have access to my body and not my phone. You damn right. If a woman gained access to my body, why she need access to my phone? If a woman got the, I don't think y'all get it. Hey, picky men exist, yo. I'm a choosy lover. I'm not, you know how females be like, oh, men, they'll screw anything. They'll screw a freaking hole in the wall. Not me. You got to have me feeling a certain way. I got to see a certain thing. We got to be talking a certain way. All type of shit got to line up for a female to get some dick from me. I'm just keep it always stacked. No. Yeah. And if you got far enough to get access to the body, we past you feeling like you need access to the phone. We beyond that shit. Fuck what's in your phone. I'm here and I'm rocking. Deacon said he married. He said, okay, Deacon cheated and she stayed.
Classic.
Bro gave him the psychoanalysis. He gave him the So it's a thought. She would definitely leave me. Hey, Deacon, you consistent though, because I swear to God, the last time Deacon was in the chat, he was talking about policing everything. Bro, consistent. I ain't mad at you. You run your crib how you run your crib, gang.
Classic.
Shout out Mr. McBride in the building. Chat 333, what's going on, man? We on the question of the day right now. We talking about is space in a long-term relationship, is space good or bad? And I think the general consensus is that it's a good thing, but obviously a healthy amount of space, right? You don't want to give people enough time to do nothing stupid, you know, but we do need time, man. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. But yeah, man, I think we got what we need on the question of the day, for sure. All right, it's Friday, so we got a special segment that we do on Fridays. I implemented this last week for the first time. We finna slide over to TikTok. I got a DM from somebody sending me another artist that got some bars. So we gonna tap in and see what's to that. Give me 1 second to get it pulled up, though. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on, shorty. Hold on. All right, so this artist goes by the name of, let me see. Let me expand. They Hate BRV. They Hate BRV. Make sure y'all tap in on TikTok if y'all like what y'all hear. This is gonna be my first time listening to these bars straight through. We're gonna give this a rating 1 through 5. Chat 1 through 5 is the rating. 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. If you want to break down the criteria for how you judge and all of that, please feel free to do so. Soul's the Thought said, so she don't love you unconditionally. Hey, y'all do I need to revert back? Hold on. Y'all finna fuck up my edits now. Hold on. They finna mess up the edits. They want to stay on topic. Let's do it. I got y'all. Question of the day. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Soul's the Thought said, so she don't love you unconditionally then. Deacon says, Souls, I don't expect her to love me without conditions. Yeah, that's shit. Well, you said all that just to circle back around to what I've been saying the whole time. Deacon, men don't get unconditional love unless you got a dog, nigga. Deacon, you just spun the block and came back to what men don't get unconditional love, bro. Your child might love you unconditionally. As a father, your child might love you unconditionally. But that shit proven to be unconditional. Let you and the mama fall out and the mama badmouth you to the child and the child choose her side. Shit still conditional. Hey, I love you to death until I heard that you made my mama unhappy. Now I look at you sideways. Yeah, man, men just don't get unconditional love. G, rest in peace to my dog Sebastian, bro. Hey, I ain't ready to get another dog yet, but I sure in the fuck miss it, boy. That's the most consistent emotional shit you gonna get is having a pet dog. Right? Y'all probably sound crazy to y'all who don't know, but those that know exactly what I'm talking about. Know exactly what I'm talking about. Your dog gonna be the same with you every day. Your woman will not. Your child will not. Your mama, your daddy will not. Your dog gonna be with you the same every day. Just needed clarity. Thank you. Yeah, no, beautiful interaction through the chat, man. Chat 333. Like I said, the best.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Facts. All right, let's move into these bars, man. Y'all know I make time for y'all to have that dialogue. It ain't shit. All right, we moving into the bars, man. We gotta hear what the young lady They Hate BRV is talking about. If I was loved unconditionally, I'd be a junkyard dog out here in these streets. Interesting. Unconditional love make you move like that, huh, bro? I can't say it do the same for me, bro. I can't. I think some good ass unconditional love would turn me up to a level that I don't even know I'm capable of reaching. I'm gonna be real with you. I'll fuck around and look around like, damn, I didn't even know I was gonna get this much money or have this much square footage or you know what I'm saying? Some good unconditional love would have me in the fucking stars, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's go. We finna rock out with They Hate BRV. Y'all ready to listen? Chat. I need y'all to rate these bars 1 through 5. Come up with your own criteria for rating. If y'all want to do categories, have it your way. I'm gonna send this and tag it back to the artist so they can see and get the critiques that they didn't ask for, unsolicited, you know. But we giving them a platform to be heard, and we going to a woman today. Let's go. Talk to us.
I'm just stacking up my checks, no Nike. Do the right thing. Fuck, I look like Spike Lee. You would never find a kid quite like me, so shut the fuck up. Can't say that nicely. Since a nigga on the road, call him dicey. Thinking that I want him cause he nice and he icy. Sorry boo, but the flex shit don't excite me. If I'm sucking off your straw, once you sweeter than a Heisey. Be the hype man.
Hold on, let's go.
I'm just stacking up my checks, no Nike. Do the right thing. Fuck, I look like Spike Lee. You would never find a kid quite like me, so shut the fuck up. Can't say that nicely. Since a nigga on the road, call him dicey. Thinking that I want him cause he nice and he icy. Sorry boo, but the flex shit don't excite me. If I'm sucking off your straw, once you sweeter than a Heisey. Need a hype man, nigga come and hype me. Come and wake up all the people sleeping on my mic dream. But if not, I'll just hold on to it tightly. Nonetheless, think that I'm the best shit I might be. Better start ducking these bars cause they hit hard. I ain't like the hand I was dealt, so I flip card. Put them all on the table, hope that I get 4. Know that life is a gamble, hope that I pick smart between the earth moon. It was between the earth, moon, Jupiter, Saturn. I picked Mars after the first tune. Picked up a habit like Nick Stars. Hand me the microphone and I pick it like mixed arts. And he told me to watch my tone because this is how shit starts. I don't want to love you, baby. I just want to mix parts. And I'm sorry if you've been broken. I no longer fix heart. This shit's dark and it's wicked. You better know who to pick with. Stomach touching my ribs. Eat up bitches like picnic. I'm just stacking up my checks, no Nike. Do the right thing. Fuck, I look.
What y'all need? That's only a minute flow. Y'all need to hear it again? I need the chat to chime in on this, man. With this young sister. We're gonna link back to the content creator. Make sure y'all tap in. This is They Hate BRV. This young lady kicking them bars, man. I got my rating queued up, but it's only a 1 minute freestyle. So we're gonna play it we're gonna play it one more time. And I need y'all to drop them ratings, chat 333. Don't let us down. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? As an artist myself, we appreciate the honesty. It's only gonna push this person forward. She seemed young, so don't be too harsh on her. I know we got Mr. McBride in the building. He rap. I know he got a harsh critique coming. But let's go, man. We go. They hate BRV one more time. All right. She doing her. She about her check like Nike. Do the right thing. Spike Lee. Let's go.
I'm just stacking up my checks, no Nike. Do the right thing. Fuck, I look like Spike Lee. You would never find a kid quite like me. So shut the fuck up. Can't say that nicely. Since a nigga on the road, call him dicey. Thinking that I want him cause he nice and he icy. Sorry boo, but the flex shit don't excite me. If I'm sucking off your straw, once you sweeter than a Hi-C. Need a hype man, nigga come and hype me. Come and wake up all the people sleeping on my mic dream. But if not, I just hold on to it tightly. Nonetheless, think that I'm the best shit I might be. Better start ducking these bars cause they hit hard. I ain't like the hand I was dealt, so I flip card. Put them all on the table, hope that I get four. Know that life is a gamble, hope that I pick smart between the earth moon. If it was between the earth moon, Jupiter decided I picked Mars after the first tune. Picked up a habit like mixed stars. Hand me the microphone and I pick it like mixed arts. And he told me to watch my tone because this is how shit starts. I don't want to love you, baby, I just want to mix parts. And I'm sorry if you've been broken, I no longer fix heart. This shit's dark and it's wicked, you better know who to pick with. Stomach touching my ribs, eat up bitches like picnic.
Let's go. Yeah. Classic. Yeah. Hold on, turn that up.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic. Yeah. That's what I need from my female rappers. That's what I need from my female rappers. Huh? That's what I need from my female rappers. Okay? We got enough. We got enough. We got enough. To mess with you, he gotta have, you know, all this money. He gotta be tricking, he gotta be spending. You ain't twerking unless he got a Birkin. You throwing that booty meat through the streets, and you know the booty hole. We got it. Shorty came with straight heat. Told dudes, hey, listen, bro, you flexing, you doing all that, you leading with money. I'm not impressed by that. Let's start there, okay? So off that, and then if I do got to get freaky with you, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm like that. She popping her ish, but doing it in a young woman, I got a level of respect for myself type of way. So off context, we going 5 on context. Delivery, I gotta go 4 on delivery because she messed up, which would get her away from being a 5, but then caught it, which take too much skill for me to give her a 3. So we going 4 on delivery for me. So I got a 4 on delivery. I got a 5 on content, subject matter. And then on bars, just to leave room for improvement, I'm gonna go 3.5. Because she opened it up with a real typical bar. The Spike Lee bar, we heard the Nike Spike Lee bar 2 trillion times from 2 trillion rappers. So I'm gonna leave room for improvement because she ain't even have to go that route. I can hear that she talented enough to have said something else on the front of this. You feel me? So to push the pen, we gonna go 4. But where she at right now, I can't tell how old this young lady is, but where she at right now, at her age, you understand? Her foundation, the only thing gonna stop her is politics. Message a little too positive, a little too uplifting, might breed some good ass women out here. You know what I mean? We don't want to push that into the mainstream. I ain't gonna get into that conversation because this is about the artist. But let's go to the chat. Souls of Thought said 3.5, a little nervous and a little stumble. But overall, talent is there. I like it. Classic. I like it. She was rapping now. Deacon said I give her a 4. She has a good punchline scheme. She stays in the with the dactyl poetic style. I like that. And where her delivery needs a little work, but she makes up for it with her feminine but strong voice. Yeah, the femininity was on full presentation. No 304 energy. We're gonna give her one more listen out of respect because this is the last segment before code language. If y'all got anything for chat Q&A, put that in y'all back pockets now so we can talk because I do have time. But we're gonna give her one more spin on this 1 minute freestyle. Anybody who hasn't given a rating, please chime in. It's Friday Classic Bars, and we are listening to They Hate BRV. One more time. All right.
I'm just stacking up my checks, no Nike. Do the right thing, fuck I look like Spike Lee. You would never find a kid quite like me, so shut the fuck up, can't say that nicely. Since a nigga on the road, call him dicey. Thinking that I want him cause he nice and he icy. Sorry boo, but the flex shit don't excite me. If I'm sucking off your straw, I want you sweeter than a Heisey. Need a hype man, nigga come and hype me. Come and wake up all the people sleeping on my mic dream. But if not, I just hold on to it tightly. Nonetheless, think that I'm the best shit I might be. Better start ducking these bars cause they hit hard. I ain't like the hand I was dealt, so I flip card. Put them all on the table, hope that I get four. Know that life is a gamble, hope that I pick smart between the earth moon. If it was between the earth, moon, Jupiter, Saturn, I picked Mars after the first tune. Picked up a habit like mixed stars. Hand me the microphone and I pick it like mixed arts. And he told me to watch my tone because this is how shit starts. I don't want to love you, baby, I just want to mix parts. And I'm sorry if you've been broken, I no longer fix heart. This shit's dark and it's wicked, you better know who to pick with. Stomach touching my ribs, eat up bitches like picnic.
Woo! Yeah. Solid. All the way solid. Shout out to They Hate BRV on TikTok. Make sure y'all tap in if y'all looking for some new, young, fresh music. You know what I mean? Coming out. Yeah. I think my overall consensus, we're gonna land her on a 4. We're gonna land her on a 4. The brother from last week, I think he ended up landing on a 3.5. But I think with her delivery, her clarity, I didn't have to guess none of the words. I probably could, if I played this one more time, I probably could rap half this verse with her. The spacing, the pace, the cadence, all of that was just a touch better. Now, dude was a bit older and he seemed a little more technical and lyrical. But I think if we had to break it down criteria by criteria, she probably a cut ahead of dude from bro last week. And he did his thing for show too. But shout out to They Hate BRV, man. Next Friday, we're going to come with another artist and we're going to see what they talking about. Shout out to Chat 333 for the ratings as well.
Classic.
And that's the Friday bars, man. Eventually, we're going to bring the artists up and let them spit a cappella, and we're going to go like that and rate them. But for right now, I'm going to build up slow. All right, so again, if y'all got questions for chat, Q&A, topics, or anything, put that in your back pocket because after we do this code language, we'll be ready for you, all right? Code language conversation. Resigning oneself, okay? To resign yourself to something means to accept an unpleasant situation or fact that you cannot change. It implies a sense of passive acceptance, often with reluctance rather than active resistance. It's about coming to terms with something that is difficult or undesirable, acknowledging that it is inevitable. So again, we're going to do that one more time, right? Resigning oneself means to resign oneself to something means to accept an unpleasant situation or fact that you cannot change. It implies a sense of passive acceptance, often with reluctance rather than active resistance. It's about coming to terms with something that is difficult or undesirable, acknowledging that it is inevitable. So this code language kind of ties into gratitude, Deacon. He said, I like what you're doing here. It's pretty dope. Appreciate it, bro. You know, the channel's still evolving. You know what I mean? We branching out into a lot of things for sure. I appreciate that, bro. Chat been real complimentary the last couple of days. Classic. Man. In regards to the code language, resigning oneself, the reason why it made me think about this term for the code language for today is because when we were doing the panel last night, the live stream last night, we ended up talking about, I think somebody in the comments had said something about the men that try to holler at them are normally married or in situationships that they don't even want to be in. And at the same time, and then they have to figure out whether or not they want to deal with said person's mess. I want you guys to understand that there's a level of unspoken suffering in silence that a lot of men across the United States of America are doing. And because this is the code language portion of it, I'm going to be very honest, and it may come off as pessimistic, but it's just honesty. Honestly, I'm not trying to be negative. But on average, the experience that a man is getting from your typical American-minded woman in a relationship, for him to sustain, and I'm not saying all, I'm not saying most, I'm saying on average. I don't want to be attacked for something I didn't say. Attack what I did say if you want, but not what I didn't say. On average, men are just being tolerant. And I know it from taking a poll myself. I took a poll of a bunch of dudes that I work with. This is before I got hurt. And I asked a question. I actually covered this earlier in some content. I can't reference the video exactly. It was a long, I drop a lot of shit. But I actually referenced this before. I asked a bunch of dudes that were all married that I work with. Intentionally. You married? Yeah. Okay, I got a question. Took a poll. Well over, probably somewhere between, 10 to 20 people, but, good, strong working men. I said, hey, on average, from your wife, you don't have to answer. Do you receive more criticism or upliftment or compliments? Which one do you get more of? Being uplifted or complimented or criticism? Which one do you receive more of on just an average week? 100% of the men said criticism. 100% of the men I asked said criticism.
Classic.
So when I tell you that men be suffering in silence, that shit real. It's not a joke. It's not a game. And there's nowhere for these dudes to go talk to anybody about it. Outside of God, there is no safe haven for men like us. I'm trying to drive this home because through listening to the Queens talk, I learned a lot about where they contradict themselves. All right, cool. But I also learned a lot about what they don't understand about the man or the man's experience or the lack of empathy that may exist. Dudes will lock in and commit to their commitment, right? I'm locked in. I'm doing this for life. Woo, and then shit change. She don't take care of her body like she used to. She ain't cooking like she used to. Y'all ain't fucking like you used to. Excuse my French, YouTube and Twitch. Y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying? Shit start digressing, and then you see these dudes just stay. Dudes just stay. And they rock out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. The code language term. They resign oneself. Again, definition for those that just came in, and make sure y'all hit the like button. No charge today. Everybody hit that like button. The like should equal the viewership all day long. Let's get it. But to resign oneself is to accept an unpleasant situation or fact that you cannot change. It implies a sense of passive acceptance, often with reluctance rather than active resistance. So when that dude dealing with that rough experience, or even the woman, but women, we know, I wouldn't make this gender specific if the stats didn't show the willingness to leave from the women. So the only reason I'm speaking on it from only a man's perspective is because we know statistically the American woman to get the fuck out of there. Statistically. So I don't want to speak about it outside of the realm of reality. Most of the suffering in silence, if it's being done, is being done by men. Chat 333, y'all can chime in on this. Let me know where y'all agree or disagree. But men resign themselves on a regular basis in this country. Some do it to protect their assets. Some do it because they've already created a family and they don't want to tear apart the family. They'll suffer in silence until their kid's 19 and then get up out of there. 23 and then get up out of there. You know what I mean? Some dudes, they do it because they think that it can spin back around to the good old days of what it used to be. But men are suffering in silence. And then listen, they suffer when they in it and they suffer when it's over. Because when they get left, they go get raked across the coals in divorce court. They go get raked across the coals in child family court. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see their baby, trying to get custody, trying to get, joint visitation, trying to get, split cuts, whatever they're trying to do. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of resigning of oneself that men do. And I'm here to say, like, fellas, y'all got to get back to being bold. I did a code language on boldness a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. Go check out the code language on boldness. All that passive shit got to end. Because here's the part for all, and I don't know who need to hear this, but for you dudes out there that's unwilling to do what you could do, and I'm not going to use the term happiness, I'm going to use the term peace because we talking about men. Happiness, that's woman shit. Peace is what we look for. If you're not willing to do what you need to do for your own peace, you deserve chaos. You deserve chaos, bro. You can't. At the end of the day, you can draw your line in the sand. Somebody could still choose to step across your shit. So at the end of the day, the only thing you could do is respect yourself. Respect yourself. When you respect yourself, more people around you are going to be respectful, but others may not. But even when they tweak, respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, chat. What y'all think about this one in regards to this one? But I want y'all to see something. I'm going to pull up Kevin Gates real quick just to let y'all know, like, I'm not, Classic probably just saying this because no. We know each other. Fellas, we know each other. But this is stuff that we try to get manipulated out of being okay with discussing out loud. We not doing that here. On the codes, we gonna figure this shit out for real. It ain't no, you're not gonna manipulate us or shame us into being able to talk about this shit out loud.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
You feel me? Listen to what Kevin said. Listen to what Kevin said. Hold on. I got you. I'm tweaking. Here you go.
It's hard to communicate sometimes when you're a man because we done been through so much. And you never want to say something that we don't never want to say nothing to make us look weak or be vulnerable. Then you got to be careful who you be vulnerable with, because when you're a man, you know the thing is, don't test me. I don't want to be tested, and if I am tested, I'm really willing to die.
Is that why you always say men suffer in silence?
We do. Every day. Every day. It's hard.
Were you depressed?
Get fucking right.
Yeah.
That's a cry for help when you see somebody going to the gym 3-4 times a day.
Right.
Something not right with him, but something wasn't right with me. And as men, we'll go to the gym and just kill ourselves and hurt ourselves in the gym to keep from hurting somebody else. There's a lot of men that suffer in silence.
Were you depressed?
Yeah. So listen, Kevin Gates from Louisiana somewhere. Me personally, I'm from the middle of the map. We don't know each other, fam. You know what I mean? Like, this shit real. That's a multimillionaire successful man at a craft that he loved. He beat the game. He make money off what he loved to do. He beat the game. Beautiful ex-wife, Andrika. You know what I mean? Beautiful babies. All that coming from him. So if he's speaking it, imagine what your regular dude that just at them work wherever, work at the call center, work at the factory, work at the, if dude feel like that, he's a big protector, big provider, got the chains, got the house, got the kids, he's still suffering with his joint. He's still suffering with his joint. So what experience you think the average man get? Because that will be what we consider to be a 5%er, right? Kevin Gates, I've been face to face with Kevin Gates. We just never talked, but I've been face to face with him before, literally this close. You know what I'm saying? We just never spoke. It was during a show. But he probably about 2 inches shorter than me. I'm a full 6'2", barefoot. So with shoes on, I'm like 6'3", 6'4", depending on the shoes, right? Kevin probably like 6 feet, 5'11". Not a small guy. You know what I'm saying? Good money. You know, women find him attractive. This, that, and the third. Still able to tell you, man, listen, we suffer. And I'm here to tell y'all dudes, y'all ain't got to. But it's gonna require you being willing to take the bullshit that come on the backside of making tough decisions. If you are one who is suffering. You understand? So it's time to stop negotiating with terrorists, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time to stop negotiating with terrorists. You can't continue to do that. Don't resign yourself, bro. You know what I mean? Too many people do it. He said sometimes suffering is safe. Yeah. They don't want to go back. Elaborate on that, Souls, because I don't want to elaborate for you. I don't want to assume what you mean by that, but I do agree with you fundamentally. But I want to know what your POV on that is, like why you said that exactly. But yeah, don't resign yourself, fam. Don't resign from oneself. Don't do that. Don't accept unpleasant situation or the fact that you cannot change it. Don't do that. I'm here to talk to the bros. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I would say this is genderless, but it's not, because we know the statistics. We know from the numbers, women don't have a problem getting the fuck on, but men historically have a problem getting the fuck on when it would probably best suit them. So yeah, man, hopefully whoever need to see it, take something from it. You know what I mean? And do what's best for themselves in regards to, you know, making their next move, their best move. But he not lying. I didn't went to the gym. And raged out to keep from having to do a 30 or 40 year sentence before, allegedly, all for content creation purposes and entertainment, everything I've said. But I done went to the gym before. I'm gonna go hit this bag until I can't feel my arms so that nobody dies. Yeah, here at the Classic Codes, let's keep it real. Yeah. And that's part of emotional regulation. That's part of emotional intelligence. That's part of restraint. You got to know how to keep it. Everybody's screws is 2 twists away from being loose. So that, you know, Soul says some men suffer due to fear of the what if. What if on what? On the backside of what? What situation? You talking about in marriages or just like monogamous commitments? What situations are you saying? You referring to marriages, Souls? Because that's kind of what I've been talking about, and serious relationships too. But yeah, don't resign yourself, champ. You got it. You deserve better. If you don't feel like you deserve better, respect yourself more, and then naturally you will begin to feel like you deserve better, and then you're gonna have to do better. You said both. Respect. I agree. You get comfortable. You got niggas like, oh, I don't want to start over. Hey, bro, when she leave you, you're going to have to start over. Because when she get tired, she going to make a choice. You been tired and you just can't do it. You don't want to be the bad guy. Shit, you lying to me. Call me what you want on my way out this motherfucker. Call me what you want. You it is, you it is, whatever. I'm gone. Call me gone. That's my new name. Gone. Fuck
Classic.
And man, listen, bro. Too many, man. Men die. Come on, men. The self-unaliving rate crazy. If somebody arguing me, oh, y'all ain't got it that bad. Ain't no y'all keep. People always push back. Oh, men do have a safe space. Oh, men do have a put. Man, why are dudes every day figuring out which method they gonna use to get the fuck out of here? Why is that going on then? Since it's so safe for us. Why? Since it's so safe for us. Why is that what's happening? The rate's going up and up and up and up. I'm here to tell y'all, G. The more you respect yourself, the more everything around you gonna be respectful. Facts. So that's all I got for the code language. We ain't gonna beat the horse. You know what I mean? That's all I got for the code language. Let's move into that chat Q&A. Y'all know what we do. We got a little bit of time for chat Q&A. I'm gonna play this track. Anybody got topics, subjects, questions, anything you want to bring to the table for me to speak to or for us to speak to, drop that shit now. Let's go.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in print. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it is.
Talk to me, chat. What up?
It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the frenzy. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done master discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see.
What up, chat? What we doing?
Moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I'll put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work ethic marine, mama mentality, shout out the bean. Coach life, sweat, 6, society T. I'm in the gym working out clean. Bag work, 5 punch combination, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Boy, I'm made different, I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt,
Yeah. All right. We got a question. Lance. Shout out to Lance. I ain't seen you in the chat before, bro. Welcome to the chat. Chat 333. Welcome to the Classic Codes. We appreciate
Classic.
Yes, Lord. New music. I might drop a mixtape for y'all in the fall. I like dropping my music when it's cold because I actually be rapping. So I like for people to be in a space where they actually like listen versus like just wanting something to bob their head to and go outside. So I might drop a mixtape or something like that. But I had took all my music off streaming platforms. But one day I'll hop on here and put all my album titles in the chat because actually all my albums are still on YouTube. But they offer streaming platforms. I'm trying to figure out a new way to reinvent monetization for dope ass artists that don't have a trillion followers and shit like that, because I'm one of the best rappers in the world. I'm not saying you saying that, I'm saying that I'm one of the best rappers in the world. I'm about 20,000 hours of time put into the craft. So it's not literally statistically, it's not a lot of people in the world that's going to do that shit better than I am, just off the strength of the amount of hours I put into it, but not going to do it for free. And on streaming platforms, they robbing us as artists. You know what I mean? Like there's been times where my stream's been up in the millions and that check be little as fuck. So until you find a better way. Lance, oh, what up? He said, I went to high school with you, bro. Good to see you doing good, bro. Oh, you too. Shout out, bro. Shout out.
Classic.
How you end up here? Got somebody from high school in this joint. How you end up here? But yeah, he said, when the new music coming. But yeah, I'll probably drop something as soon as I'm just trying to figure out a new way to monetize being great, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the streaming platforms ain't it. And as convenient as it is for consumers to be able to be like, yeah, I like your shit. I'll just type your name in and go play it. I got to get paid off that shit. So I've been brainstorming on some things. Right now I'm focused on this, but I may drop a mixtape on some SoundCloud shit just so y'all have some new dope shit to bounce to from me. But I appreciate the question and I appreciate you giving a damn about my music. It means a lot. Honestly.
Classic.
Soul said we need that YouTube concert. We'll put something together. I gotta get the sound right. Once I figure out how to get the sound right, because I know through StreamYard, like there's like a level of like latency, and I don't want it to be a situation where music and my vocals ain't matching. So I just gotta do some research and get that all the way put together. But I'll bring something to y'all musically for sure. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? If the chat want it, the chat get what they want.
Classic.
For sure. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Lance, bro. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Do we have anything else for chat Q&A though today? Anything else? Any topics? Any subjects? I know we covered a lot today. We on an hour and a half. We're an hour and a half in. That actually happened kind of quick. Made it through the whole day without crashing out. Souls of Thought says Sunday serve us coming. Absolutely. We're working on putting that every single Sunday panel together. We'll get y'all a time and a date as soon as I get back in town, because I'm about to leave the country for a while. So when I come back into the country, we're going to start the Sunday Serve Us panel with me and Souls of Thought, and we going to get that put together ASAP. That's going to be super dope too. So, yeah, nothing but heat coming, man. I'm happy for the people that subscribe to our channels, myself, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, like getting on to the smaller creators that are eventually going to become bigger creators and being able to benefit from like being personable with them early in the game, collabing with them early in the game, having accessibility to us early in the game. I'm grateful for the people that are fucking with us early, because Souls of Thought early in his content creation journey, I'm early in mine. You know, somebody jumping into the chat for the first time 5 years from now, it's going to be very hard to like notice them, right? We just see it like, okay, you somebody I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, I'm always going to remember when I see Deacon hop in the chat because he been rocking since he found, early. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the early adapters, the people who ain't waiting for it to become cool to fuck with it. Nah, it's cool. It's cool with me right now. We rocking.
Classic.
But yeah, man, I ain't gonna talk y'all heads off today. It look like we don't have nothing else for chat Q&A, and that's perfectly fine because y'all know we streaming every day. If you something else come up new, just drop it tomorrow. You know what I mean? But make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel to your friends, your family, whoever that you think may find interest in it. And if you don't do nothing else, for me, make sure you stick to the codes. We got another class.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow.